angels, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me trying to improve my handwriting. I feel like my handwriting isn't necessarily bad. I just feel like, there are slight improvements that I could do. I'm really excited for this video, so make sure you guys subscribe to be part of the angels team. Also hit that notification bell so you can be part of the hashtag angels notification team. And once you do that, you will never miss another one of my videos. So let's just get straight on into the video and how I tried to improve my handwriting. So I kind of broke this video up into steps. So the first thing that I did was I watched a couple videos. Don't mind me eating, I was hungry, but I watched a couple videos of what people did to improve their handwriting, or just tips on how to improve your handwriting first. And this video is gonna just be broken up into steps, like I said, and a couple of them I wasn't able to put the sound effects, so I'm just gonna have to narrate it for you guys because the sound effects didn't work. So that was the first thing that I did. Okay, so my second step was just to find some inspo, and while I was watching those videos about, like how to improve your handwriting, they said to find inspiration of what you want your handwriting to look like. So what I eventually ended up doing was I just went on Pinterest and I went on Instagram and I found some fonts from, I think, like Google, and kind of just compared them to see which one I wanted. I didn't want to change my handwriting completely, and I just kind of wanted to, slightly improve it. I was talking about how I had technical difficulties. I think I will be able to fix them so that you guys have your sound effects, so that you guys can actually hear everything, because I'm telling you, it was not working before, but maybe we'll figure it out. Anyways, so I first went into Instagram, and I actually have an Instagram if you want to check it out, follow it. It's studyingangel_. We're growing really fast there, and I'm super excited because the larger the community, the more we can help people with school. And then after Instagram, I checked Pinterest, and then I finally ended up looking at just like regular fonts, and I ended up choosing the font because I felt like it was the closest one to my handwriting, and I didn't really want to change it, as I said before, completely. So that's what I ended up going for. I also just want to make fun of myself a little bit because I'm literally looking at fonts, and I went between like 2 or 3, and I'm eating. I ate twice in this video, you guys. I must have just been super hungry. Don't think that I'm always eating. I'm not. I guess I was just eating a lot in this video. So yeah, I was going through all the Google fonts in this clip and trying to figure out which one I like the most, and I feel like I found like 3 ones that were super close, but I ended up picking one that looked really close to my handwriting, which you guys will see later in this video. So step 3 is simply just to make the template. So when I was watching all of these videos, they kind of said that you need to make your own template. Well, one of them did. And then they said, all of them basically said that you need to find the stationery that works for you. So this is the one that I actually went with, the font that I used. And I made like this little template, and I still have it actually. I'm staring at it right now. But I made it because I didn't want to print it out. I was lazy. I didn't want to print it out, and it was just a whole mess. I think it took me like 3 hours to make the template, because you guys will see later what else I did to make this 3 hours worth of work. Then again, I was watching To All the Boys, Forever and Always, I think it's called, and it's the 3rd one, it's the last one, and it was super good. I really liked it. But anyways, honestly, now I want to kind of read the books, but I'm not a huge reader, not gonna lie. So anyways, I ended up, copying all this stuff, and then I figured out that I was like, I don't know, like it took a lot of work, but I ended up wanting to make the actual like drills that I could write with. I wanted to make them individually, so you guys will see that a little bit later. So after making the template, I kind of used the template to kind of practice saying hello, practice all that good stuff, but it just didn't work out. Like, I feel like I just needed other stuff to actually practice my handwriting, because it just did not work out. But anyways, I just kind of wanted to see if my handwriting had changed just by looking at the template, but I feel like it didn't. So then I ended up going to the extreme and having 3 hours worth of stuff making these templates and trying to practice my handwriting. So this is where I kind of get to the extreme and try to fold all these papers to make individual boxes so that I can have individual papers of each individual letter. I know I said individual, but that is just how much I did it. So again, this is what made me have to do this for 3 hours straight, and it took me 2 days to do. So I ended up making this, again, it was kind of calming to do because I was watching a movie, so I wasn't like stressed out. I feel like if I was just like not doing anything, like not listening to music, not doing all this stuff, then I probably would be stressed. But anyways, I think that so I made each individual a box, and then, oh my gosh, it was just so much work. And then I traced it from my computer, and it was just a lot of stuff. Like and now thinking about it, I should have just printed it out. And one thing that you guys should learn from my mistakes is printing it out. And then I used to tape it on the actual computer. I was like, wait, you should just hold it up yourself because you're being lazy taping it there. You're wasting tape. So yeah, that was my experience with that. So step 4 is to actually practice it. Obviously I did drills, and I feel like this video is just literally me laughing at myself for spending 3 hours making this paper of each individual letter. But it was kind of worth it, I'll be honest with you, kind of worth it. Was I wasting tape? Yes, because I did not want to print anything out. The girl that was in the video that I liked the most, I watched like 3 different videos. She like had like this sticky paper and she printed it on a bullet journal, and then she did like drills on those, and I was like, dang, that's really smart. But of course I didn't do that. So you can either go my way, which is 3 hours long, or her way, which was probably like 10 minutes or something. And then that's when I actually started practicing. I did AAA, BBB, and then I went back after doing all the capitals. I did all the lowercase, and then I did like these symbols that they were doing, but by the end of it, I kind of was like, I'm not going to use these symbols. Like, I'm just going to stick with my regular question marks and stuff. It was more towards the actual letters. The only thing that really changed was my exclamation point. I made it a little bit longer because that's how the font was, and I actually ended up liking how it went. Honestly, I think overall 3 hours might have been worth it, but again, it took me 2 days because I spent 2 hours, like 3 hours on just making this, and then the next day I was like, okay, what am I gonna do with the rest of my life? So yeah, that was my experience with that, but I feel like generally it's worth it. And those videos, I might put a link down below of the videos that I watched, but technically for me, I felt like it worked. One thing that I feel like all the videos had in common that I watched was like, again, drilling it out, so actually practicing and being more conscious of how you're writing, which I feel like that's how I ended up doing it, but also kind of your spacing. So I feel like how you're writing things, not too long, not too short, not like all slanted and weird. So I feel like you can learn a lot from those videos, but you can also learn a lot from me, because I feel like sometimes you need to hear like the reality of trying to do this. I feel like it worked, you guys. I feel like it worked. Maybe what they were trying to do is they said inspiration of what you want your handwriting to look like. I feel like maybe you should try to find inspiration of something that your handwriting actually kind of looks like, so that you're not completely changing it, because that is really, really hard to do. So that is one piece of one piece of advice that I would give you if you are trying to improve your handwriting. Don't just go off and be like, oh, I love this handwriting, it looks something like mine, so let me just change my handwriting completely, because that is really, really hard to do, and it's not like achievable or attainable. Another thing that I feel like I learned off of this video is that you kind of want to do what's best for you. Like I said, don't go off of just what other people are doing, because you will struggle and then your handwriting will get worse, because then you get frustrated. So I feel like the symbols weren't really necessary, but it kind of, I don't know, I just ended up doing it. There were a couple symbols that I really didn't like, so I changed it to how I liked it, and I feel like you should do that if you don't like how they wrote the symbols or the font that they used. But overall, I kind of liked how they looked. So the last step 5, is to compare your handwriting. So this is all the different types of paper. You could use blank paper, grid paper, lined paper. I used all 3 of these in the video. I think I used more blank or grid paper than lined paper, but on a daily basis I use lined paper. Anyways, so I don't think it's really comparing handwriting. I think it's more of just kind of writing out sentences. So I'm writing hello, practice, all this good stuff. And then later you'll see that I think I say like, oh, is my handwriting better? Generally, I'm asking, is my handwriting better? Do you think it is? I'm going to show you of what it looks like now and what it looked like before. And you guys are going to have to comment down below and tell me, because I think even if I'm like saying like, oh yeah, my handwriting looks better, I think I need an outside opinion. And then here is just me writing continually everything out of, you know, all this stuff. And after these 3 days of filming, so 2 days of filming, 1 day of editing, I've kind of been a little bit frustrated because of technical difficulties, but I feel like now that I'm doing my voiceover, I'm chilling like a villain. If you hear like a blowing sound throughout this video, my computer is literally malfunctioning and overheating. So then the last thing that I kind of did was I saw the videos where they kind of changed the speed that they're doing their handwriting. So they did it fast, like in the middle, and then they did it super slow. And then I also did it in a normal speed. And I feel like they all looked pretty decent for what they used to look like, generally speaking. So yeah, I'm going to show you the after and then the before, and then we will end this video off. You have reached the end of today's video. So look, this is what my handwriting looks right now, and then you guys will see the before after this. But I want to thank you guys so much for getting this far into the video. Comment down below if you liked the video. Also comment down below if you saw a difference in my handwriting, because if you did, then that means you made it till the end of the video. I know you made it till the end of the video. So comment down below what you thought of my handwriting. Can you tell a difference? Are you reading what I'm writing? I heard dogs bark, cats meow. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said before, subscribe to be part of the Angels team. Also hit the notification bell to be part of the hashtag Angels notification team. And once you do that, you will never miss another one of my videos. Here's the before. So make sure you guys hit the bell, so you never miss another of my videos, and so you know if I'm trying anything else new. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for next Sunday's video, because I promise you guys it will be an amazing one. And make sure to comment what you think of my handwriting. Bye guys.